Hello, my name is Gregory. I'm a student at Southeastern Louisiana University, and today we're going to talk about a portfolio project that my professor gave me, and this is the current portfolio that Southeastern is currently invested in. What we're going to do is we're going to find out each of the weights of these specific companies that Southeastern is invested in, and from there we're going to find the current daily returns for the portfolio, and then the average daily returns of the portfolio and the standard deviation of the portfolio in general. We are asked to reweight them to see if we can get any better results based on a certain amount of time, and then also if we want to add any companies in, we can to improve the portfolio's results. So here you can see all these companies on the left right here. These are the amount of shares they're in, the prices, and from there we got the market value for each company, and we added all those market values up so the portfolio is worth around $780,000, and then we weighted them. So for AT&T specific, for example, it's worth $767.51. And then you divide the $780,000 and you have a weight of 0.1%. So we got all the weights, and then what I did is multiplied them by the daily returns for these companies, all these companies, and I got the average. I added them all up, and I got the daily portfolio returns for each company. After that, I took the average of those returns, and I got a mean of 0.04% daily return and a standard deviation of 0.0078. Here is where I reweighted them. So the ones in yellow are the ones that I found performed the worst over the last year. And the ones in blue performed the best. So what I basically did is took about half the market value away from the ones that performed the worst, and then added them into the ones that performed the best. So overall, I took around 12 shares out of AT&T, 75 shares out of Counterpoint Energy, 400 shares out of ExxonMobil, 180 shares out of IBM, and 100 shares out of QCall. And then into the blue ones, I added 474 of them into Bristol Myers, 239 shares into Cisco, 318 shares into Home Depot, 46 shares into Pfizer, and then 6 shares into Texas Instruments. I basically did the same thing what I did with the original portfolios. Found the weights, I multiplied those weights by the daily returns for each of these companies, and then I found the daily portfolio return, and then I took the mean of that return. So the average daily portfolio return I got was 0.06%, with a standard deviation of 0.0079%. So the standard deviation and the average daily return both increased. This is the before and after picture of what it was originally to what after I reweighted it. So right here you can see that these are all the first of all, the x-axis is the standard deviation, and the y-axis is the returns. So given this standard deviation, what is the return, basically, is what these graphs are telling you. These in the blue are all the companies. So this is your efficient frontier, and then like this yellow dot is the portfolio standard deviation relative to its return. The original, the average daily return for what it was before I reweighted it was 0.0406%, and the standard deviation is 0.0078. This is after, so you can see that this yellow box right here went above this 0.05% line right here, and then it also went a little bit right, so it went up and then to the right just a little bit. Now it has an average daily return of 0.05701% and a standard deviation of 0.00792. Now this is when we were asked to add in any companies we thought would improve the portfolio. I added 4 companies in that I was recently looking into, and so I added Under Armour, Disney, Netflix, and Facebook. And what I did with this portfolio is I also reweighted them differently. So it's worth the same amount of money as it was before. So it's still worth around $780,000, the whole market value for the portfolio. What I did is I determined who performed the best, what companies performed the best over the years, and who performed the worst, and I kind of went in order. So for Home Depot, it performed the best out of all the companies. So I gave it the highest market value of $90,783. And then I went farther down. So Under Armour had 79,000, and then Disney had 70,000, then Netflix had 65, and so on and so forth. To ExxonMobil, which was the poorest performer, I gave it a market value of around $5,000. So I had the same market value for the entire portfolio, and then I took the weights based off of that. So it's from here, it's from 11%, and it goes down to 0.64% a weight. And I took those weights, multiplied them by the daily returns, and I got the portfolio returns, daily portfolio returns, and I took the average of those daily portfolio returns, and I got an average daily return of 0.11343%, and I got a standard deviation of 0.00836. So the mean significantly increased from before, from each of those, from reweighting it and just keeping it the same, and the standard deviation went up a little bit as well. So this is the efficient frontier for those companies. I don't know if you can see them all, but anyway, the blue dots are the companies that I added in and that were already there before. The standard deviations on the x-axis, and the average daily returns on the y-axis. I don't know if you can see this, but this is a little purple triangle right here. That signifies what it was in the very beginning. So before I reweighted it, it's just what Southeastern had. A little bit above that, it is the after reweight. So it's got a higher standard deviation, just a little bit, and then also has above a 0.05% daily return, average daily return. And the yellow right here is after I added in the companies and reweighted them. So I got well above a 0.1% daily return, so it's around 0.11% daily return, and it's a little higher than both of them in standard deviation, but overall it's probably what you would want to be invested in to add in these companies. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for listening to me today. I hope you have a great day. Thank you.